exactly right now, officer?
First floor, Tulsa County Courthouse.
First floor, Tulsa County Courthouse. This is not the sheriff's department?
No.
Oh, I see. So
Tulsa
what?
County Courthouse.
Tulsa County Court. So what are our limitations to filming and taking pictures inside of this establishment?
Anywhere?
You can film, but it's not inside the courtroom. Okay. So,
Explicitly prohibited.
right.
Public defender's office.
Public defender's office, district attorneys.
Like that, when they ask you not to, they'll call us up there and.
Right. No, we know. There's a guy named James Freeman who's suing the courthouse in New Mexico for stopping him from filming inside the courthouse, which I hope he wins his lawsuit because we should be able to film anywhere.
I mean,
Yeah, we're First Amendment auditors.
I gathered that.
This is a First Amendment audit. We're going through here right now. We're going through here right now. I'm sure it's a little bit strange for you to be filmed. Like you're probably not used to it. Are you used to it now?
I mean, with the advent of body cams and stuff, we're pretty much on camera all the time.
Right.
Whenever they're issued to us, so we've
Right.
been used to being on camera quite a bit.
Only difference is you can't mute this one.
No, I understand that. The only time we reviewed it was
Do you think that muting body cameras should be a crime?
not necessarily, because depending on what happens, whether we're discussing tactics or sensitive information, what have you.
Yeah.
Those are reasons and stuff like that might not want to be played in court or.
Right. I'm to the opinion that body cameras should be public and it should be on a delayed posting, but it should be posted that day immediately. Like the moment that you shoot body camera, as soon as you're rolling, you're on a scene, there's a CAD number and an incident number. It should then go through an AI process where it blocks out babies' faces, kids' faces, and then it blocks out driver's license numbers, social security numbers, stuff like that. And then it should be posted within an hour or two afterwards, because then the public would, because look, I want to be able to say cops should have a Cashapp number on their back because they're such heroes. They helped us so much. And then the guy's got his Cashapp on his back. So now he's getting paid extra money because he's performing a service for the community.
Well, I agree with you. We're also not allowed to take tips.
You're not allowed to take tips.
As far as an ethics standpoint goes,
Is that right?
That would be how that would be.
Is that right?
In that context.
That sucks. You should be able to.
Well, but now the 1979 Knapp Commission broke down police into two different categories: meat eaters and grass eaters. Grass eaters were people who got free coffee, discounts on couches. They'd get free meals at this place. That was a grass eater. A meat eater was a cop who would go to a restaurant and say, "You're going to give me free meals, and I'm going to protect your business." Or you need to go ahead and compensate.
If it's offered to us and they say we walk up, as long as we, at least what I've been taught in my career is, you walk up with the expectation to pay until they say your money's no good.
Okay. And then if
Every time I
you,
walk up, I have my wallet and my card out, and I say,
right,
and they say either your money no good here, or we got it, or you're good, or
right.
something like that.
And how many businesses, percentage-wise, do you think it's 50% of businesses when you walk in are going to give you a discount or support you in some way? Especially if you go in uniform, right?
Yeah, usually. I would say
50% of businesses, 20%? Because it kind of churned for a while in 2020 where businesses were like, F these cops, get them out of here.
yeah, it's kind of hit or miss. I can't really give you a percentage on it. I know, like, quick trip, if you walk in and get a drink or something, they're like, hey, you're good, or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Some restaurants will give you a pretty hefty discount, from what I understand.
Right.
But it's just kind of, like I said, it's hit or miss, and I don't, like I said, I go in there with the expectation to pay every single time.
Yes.
Pay full price every
Yes.
single time. And
Yes.
my practice has always been, if they give you a 50% discount, well, your tip is that extra 50%.
Oh, is that what you do?
That's what I do.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I can't speak for everybody in there, and I know
Right.
not everybody's the same way that I am.
Right.
But yeah, that's how I operate.
And how long you been a copper for?
It's been going on 3 years, 4 years.
So you're fairly new. Because it's really
I've been
strange.
with the sheriff's office itself for about 8 years.
A lot of cops, I'll ask them, do you like the job? And they'll tell me, I love this job.
Best job I ever had.
Best job you ever had. So like, for us, the public, right? And especially a First Amendment auditor like I am, the big problem we have with police is the torture cuffs. So when you put torture cuffs on someone, no matter how nice you try to be, no matter how professional you try to put them on, over 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, it starts excruciatingly painful. Number one, I'm big and burly, so if you put my wrist behind my back, then my shoulders will, for every minute you have me in there is another minute it's going to be in pain when I get out. But that's the big divide between us. And somehow, now you said best job you ever had, so you're probably making great money. You get a lot of respect from some citizens in the community.
Yeah, but that's not what I did it for, and that's not really what it's about to me. To me, it's about helping. I mean, the cliche is, you help people.
You help people.
And you do a job, you work a job you love, you never work a day in your life. I've been told that for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, I mean, it's the camaraderie, it's the brotherhood,
Right.
We're just, once again, as cliche as it sounds, we're all one big family. But
oh no,
really
it's
are.
Yeah. You're exactly correct. So in the 1994 Mullen Commission, it was written that they teach police to cover each other's backs at the academy, where pretty soon guys who only knew each other for the day are saying, "Hey man, I'll cover for you no matter what." And then they found from the Mullen Commission that most reports relied on, like 100% of reports, according to the Mullen Commission. You should read it. It's on my website, Delete Lawz. Let me give you my card, by the way, here. This is where you can look me up. You'll be on my channel. Here, this is a non-driver cop card. Oh, sorry about that. And that's just the 6 steps you follow if you're not driving a car and you get pulled over by coppers. And then just to make sure you get out of jail so you don't, because you know as well as I do, you guys got some mumbo jumbo. If I don't do it right, I could get cuffed up. And then I'm going to the dungeon and it's horrifically bad. Do you know what I mean? So like, you love the job, but there's 2 things you have to be aware of, Mr. Farthing. Number one, torture cuffs are always torture. They always hurt. There's never a time you put them on me. I've been on cuffs 20, 30, 40 times maybe in my lifetime. Cops walk up. This is why I'm a First Amendment auditor. Being mistreated by cops long enough, and then the tide finally turned. I had a camera and I could actually fight back a little bit. And then the second thing is that, did you work in the jail before you became a cop? So then you know. It's a fucking dungeon. It is horrible. And even the human beings who are in there, they're not all bad, but then you get a percentage of them that they're being mistreated because they don't get access to their phone or good food or a good bed. So they become an animal because they're being treated like an animal. So every time someone says, oh, just take them to jail and let the judge figure it out, First Amendment auditors and their audiences are like, you haven't been there then. And if you were a jail guard, then you know.
I know.
I mean,
I did that for 6.5 years.
So you looked, how many backsides do you think you looked up? Thousands. Thousands.
I can't tell you if I wanted to because I have no idea. I have no idea.
There's a book I read when I was in jail last year for 4 months for filming a cop. My conviction was overturned on appeal. Now I'm suing the judge and the prosecutor. But someone sent me an excerpt of a book that talked about strip searching. And they said the guards don't like it, the inmates don't like it, and it's ineffective. It's something like 0.002% of inmates actually stuff something up their backside. But yet 99.98% of us are treated as though we're all stuffing things up our backside, right? It's the most humiliating. So I was in jail for approximately 120 days. Of the 120 days, my backside was looked up 70 times, maybe 75 times. And so now I'm suing the judge and the prosecutor and the cop. And they said on there, hey, put in your psychological evaluation because you're going through mental distress from being put in jail. And so I wrote a note in there and I said, I'm writing my own doctor's note. I had my backside looked up 70 times plus. My mom saw me in a jumpsuit in jail. My sister saw me in a jumpsuit in jail. My best cousin, like my brother, died less than 5 miles from where I was. I was stuck in jail. I said, I don't know if I need to be a doctor or not to diagnose myself, but that pretty much messed me up.
That's fair.
That pretty.
I can understand losing people like that and having things like that happen is traumatic.
Right.
I can completely understand.
So you have 100%, when you put someone in cuffs, you have 100% officer discretion from the 2001 case of Atwater versus City of Lago Vista that you can arrest them or not arrest them. What I would ask from you, Mr. Farthing, is that you try to err on the side of not taking them to that dungeon, not giving them that experience that I had. It was so vicious, dude. Because I'm not a person who goes to jail. Do you know what I mean? I may be a son of a bitch sometimes because I want my rights respected. But at the same time, I'm not going to fight you or punch you or kick you. I'm not going to rob anybody. I'm not going to steal anybody's stuff, you know. So if we can get to some common ground with getting rid of the torture cuffs and then slightly altering that dungeon process here, then we could have a really good relationship.
Absolutely.
You know, but the problem, just so you know, when you go to the meetings, right? Then you tell them, I talked to a First Amendment auditor who's got millions of people that watch his videos, and he explained to me that it's the handcuffs. That's the first step where people, I don't like you anymore. Do you know what I mean? And then the having to go behind your back thing. Look how big you are, bro. If I put your wrist behind your back, you're going to be miserable within.
I've done it plenty of times, and I've had it done to me plenty of times just in training. So I understand. You know, I get to.
I can't hear, Brad. What? Say it again.
I said I understand. I've put handcuffs on people, and I've had handcuffs put on me.
Right.
Just through training and stuff like that. I mean, I understand they're not designed for comfort, and I don't want to say anything that might get me hemmed up or anything like that.
I'm not trying to hem you up.
No, I understand that.
I'm just having a conversation with a decent dude here. That's all.
And like I said, I understand they're not comfortable, and trust me, half the time I don't like doing it myself because you're taking that person's freedom away at that point.
Yes, I can't even take a piss.
And so that kind of, you put the handcuffs on somebody, now you have essentially revoked their freedom. They're no longer free to leave, and they, it's not comfortable. I understand that. And it's not really comfortable for, myself either. I can't speak for everybody. Some people might be like, I can't say nothing like that because just for me, it is a very uncomfortable feeling because you don't know what's going to happen at that point.
Right.
You don't know if they're gonna buck up or they're gonna try and fight you on it either.
Right.
And after, say they do, after that, the initial scuffle, then hey, let's calm down.
Right.
Let's get this sorted out. I'll get figure out what's going on here.
You want to take the cuffs off them then at that point?
Depending on the situation and what's going on, if I don't have anything to take it for, and they're just being an asshole,
right?
For lack of a better term.
No, because we can all be assholes.
Yeah.
All of us.
So I mean, if that's the case, no, hey, you're gonna hang out for just a minute while I get this figured out. And if everything goes smooth and I don't have anything, then yeah, it's like, hey, sorry about the misunderstanding. And it's easy, it's kind of hard on our end, at least, whenever people start out up here.
Yeah.
You got to bring them back down here and
yeah.
you put them in handcuffs. So, I feel like for us at least, once we kind of bridge that gap,
yeah,
and we can get people to stop, if they just listen and comply, hang out with us. Granted, for whatever reason it might be.
Right.
Hey, just work with me for a minute. Let me figure out who you are. Let me figure out this. Let me figure out that. If I don't have anything, I don't have a reason. Just, hey man, sorry about the misunderstanding. I hope you had a better day than what you had whenever you first ran into me.
Right, because once you put the torture cuffs on, my day's ruined. I'm so pissed off. The rest of so there's one thing I want to kind of show you here, and this is going to open your eyes a little bit, because you just said something. You said they're not supposed to be comfortable. Well, let me explain something. Someone taught you that. Someone, when you came in 10 years ago, 6 years in jail, 4 years on the force, 10 years ago, somebody taught you they're not supposed to be comfortable. And what happened is your brain, believing that you're following a policy, procedure, and protocol, your brain absorbed that and said, that's okay. You said, your brain, whether you like it or not, because you're in a system that everything has to be X's and O's, when you heard somebody else say the handcuffs are not supposed to be comfortable, now you repeated it to me 10 years after you learned it. But you are a human being with humanity. That statement in and of itself should be completely removed from the conversation, as well as we're past that now. We're past that now, because that means you've lost your cool and you're pissed off. This guy didn't want to give you his license. And then once you get him in cuffs, he says, okay, I'll give you your license. And you say, we're past that now. Now I'm taking you to jail. So it went from you won't give me your license to now I'm taking you to jail. But you learned the phrase, we're past that now. Someone else taught you that 10 years ago. The same as someone taught you they're not supposed to be comfortable. Have you ever read Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand? So it's a really famous book, right? I've read the book a couple times. She teaches that your ability to think is your morality. Morality equals thinking. She changed the meaning of the word morality to thinking. So once you decide that you are not going to think and you're going to repeat what somebody else told you, you have turned off your thinking. You have turned off your morality. So, but I don't think that about you, Mr. Farthing. I don't think that about you at all. You've been nothing but a cool dude to sit here and rap with, But what I would ask you to do is re-engage your morality and say, wait a minute. Are there alternatives? Which I've designed a whole new alternative to handcuffs. But collectively, and I used to be so mean to cops, dude. I used to be such a prick because how much they mistreated me before there was a camera. I don't do that anymore. I'm a lot nicer now. But I need the cops like you to go to the meetings and say, hey, wait a minute. They're not supposed to be comfortable, should leave the lexicon. We shouldn't be using this anymore because it's 2025. We could do it another way. And I'll show you the design that I created. And you have a card so I can email you? You can email me through Delete Lawz.
I was gonna say, I'll go ahead. I'll look up yours and I'll definitely try to get into it whenever I got time.
I would love to continue the conversation. The reason why I'm more cordial with police now is because I'm not going to dismantle policing organization. That's not going to happen in my lifetime. But what I could do is make enough of an impact by being the First Amendment auditor that I am, telling you what I'm doing. I told you from the first sentence, I'm a First Amendment auditor. This is a First Amendment audit. I could do more with honey than I can with vinegar. And believe me, man, I kick myself. Now, some cops deserve to get the stick and me tell them to F off because they were being dicks. But some of them, I could have been a little nicer. I could have been nicer to the bailiff in court and I wouldn't have gone to jail. Because the judge put me in jail because I called the bailiff a pig because he took the phone out of my hands. So anyway, every time I get a chance to have a conversation, I'll let you talk, sorry about that. It's called radio when you're in jail. When you're in jail and the security guy, the officer touches his ear, the whole room will scream radio because if he can't hear and there's radio, then we get locked down.
Yeah.
Radio! Yeah. Farthing. Shoot me an email, dude. Let's continue the conversation. Where else can I go in this building here that's not in a restricted area down?
I mean, these are all public
Sure.
hallways. Like I said, there's no recording in the courtroom.
Sure. I got you. No problem, officer. Appreciate your time, Mr. Farthing. So this is the Tulsa Police Department. City. No, this is the Tulsa courtroom city office here. I told you I'd come back. Hey, brother. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah,
I brought you in my card today, though. Here's my cop cards from Delete Lawz.
Okay.
That's the driver cop card. And here's the non-driver cop, if you want one. Oh, you don't have to take it. You don't have to take it. You're eating your chips. But that's the 6 steps you follow if the cops pull you over and what you say, what you do. I sell some of these, but I give away thousands of these cards. I'm printed up 10,000 of them. And so if I can sell 1 or 2, then I'll give away 10.
How much you sell them for though?
I sell them for $10.
Really?
Yeah.
And people buy them?
You bet. You bet.
What's out of here?
No, dude, people are afraid of cops.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, dude, number one, you're stacked like a brick shit house over here, okay?
Where you work out at? Huh?
I work out at a gym in LA, and I work out at a couple different gyms.
Okay.
And I train jujitsu,
Okay.
and then I actively exercise on my own constantly. You do too, right?
Yeah, okay.
It's like an addiction.
I don't do no jiu-jitsu or nothing, but yeah.
Well, I only do it because I'm known online, and
Yeah.
in case someone's going to run up and attack me, I have to be ready.
That's right.
You know, so you got to keep your neck strong
I see that.
at all times. Hey, man, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, dude. How you doing? This is officially a First Amendment audit. So this is a First Amendment audit of this building, and I like to just let the cops know when I come in that I'm here filming this. And if there's areas I can't go, don't be afraid to let me know. You know, I'd be more than willing. More auditors, man. Wait, are you First Amendment? Are they pretty popular, First Amendment auditors? Huh? If you want to talk, I want to talk to you, but I don't really run up and put my camera in someone's, like with cops. I'll walk up and I'll just have this conversation like this, but I still don't do this kind of stuff. You know, it's like, because then people will say you're putting your hands in my face, and you got to be really so. Like, you guys seem chill. I don't know if you're actually mean when you're.
No, we chilling, man.
I mean, you're a giant, bro. So you're not in.
You don't have to, so we got it. If you don't have to, don't do it.
No, but that's the whole thing. And I was speaking with what's that officer's name? I got it on video here, but I was speaking with him about the big divide between citizens and police are the handcuffs. Mm-hmm. In my world, we call them torture cuffs. They can put it in the chat. Torture cuffs are always torture. So no matter how long or how nice you put them on, if you put me in cuffs, within 5 minutes, especially guys like all three of us, guys like us, you put your wrist behind your back, dude. For every minute I'm in the cuffs behind my back is another minute it's going to take for my shoulders to unwind. You know, because I did shoulders yesterday. I mean, you want to look big in your t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? I want to look. I want to look jacked up here. I want to look. Want those shoulders. I want those shoulders. Yeah, yeah. Get those shoulders. Get those shoulders jacked up, boy. You know.
You gotta look good in the t-shirt.
You got to look. So I did shoulders yesterday, knowing I'd be here in Tulsa. I'm gonna be on camera. I swear I'm not a vain little bastard. I swear. Funny but true, right? Because also you don't want to walk up on a scene and look like a wussy. You just guy walks up and you think this guy's. You guy walks up, right?
Well, you know what? A lot of access presentation, though.
Right.
So if you look,
Like you could beat the shit out of them.
well,
I mean, if you look like you could control them.
if you look like you fit the part, then you know.
Right.
Yeah, squared away.
Squared away. If I could square the situation away.
Right. And
So-
then you come up and have a different personality and attitude about it.
If you're chill.
Yeah. They're like, oh man, okay, cool.
Because there's a saying in the police world, when I talk about the torture cuffs, almost every cop I ever meet will say to me, well, they're not supposed to be comfortable. And then I have to say to that copper, you learned that when you joined this. Someone taught you that line. Just like, we're past that now. We're past that now because I wouldn't give you my ID because I didn't think you had a valid reason to pull me over. You pull me out of the car, you put me in cuffs. Now I say, hey, okay, I'll give you my ID. And you go, no, we're past that now. You're going to jail. Whoa. We're past that now should be banned. Any cop ever saying we're past that now should be put on suspension for a week until he learns that your ego is not past. Because if I believe legitimately, say I gave you the bird, read between the lines, right? I gave you the bird. And then you decide to pull me over and say it's disorderly. And I know the law inside now. And I say, F you, it's not disorderly. And you say, give me your license. And I say, no. Then you get me out of the car, Pennsylvania versus Mims, get me in torture cuffs. And then I say, okay, I'll give you my ID. And then you say, we're past that now. And now the punishment for us not getting along is me going to a fucking dungeon where they're gonna look up my backside, strip search me.
Well, that's why you don't act off emotions.
Well, it's easy for you to say, bro. You're built like a brick shit house. I mean, you're the size of a tank over here, bro. But a lot of cops do act off emotion. You know, it's like on every one of my videos I post on Instagram, I post it, it's just a few bad apples.
Right. Right.
Because until we come to a better understanding, there's going to be this huge gap between cops and citizens. Citizens, most of my people who follow me hate cops. I mean, hate. When I'm nice to you guys, they're like, oh, he's being a fucking sellout. He's being nice to those cops. But I have learned after I went to jail last year that I'm not going to make a difference, an impact in being a dick to you. It won't work. I tried being a dick to the judge. She put me in jail. I tried being a dick to the bailiff. I got put in jail, right? And then First Amendment auditors are getting arrested all over the country, right? Because we don't have a simple press pass. That one simple press pass changes the whole game. So after being in jail, I came to this realization that somebody has to organize this First Amendment industry so there's a professional standard to it. And I was the worst, dude. I was the worst. No, I was the biggest. Because I hated you fucking guys. I hated you guys.
Well, I guess you did because you got a YouTube channel.
No, I have a big YouTube channel, but I hated you guys because of how much I'd been mistreated.
Right.
You know what changed my position? The jail guards who were completely kind to me. Because they didn't have to be. And it was like 1 out of 8, 1 out of 10 that was like really decent and like went out of their way to make sure that I didn't get thrown in the hole. And, hey, Chille, go make your bed, man. You can't leave your bed unmade. You're in jail. You served in the jail? No. Did you serve in the jail?
I did, yeah.
So it's a dungeon. Say on camera it's a dungeon.
Oh, I ain't gonna say
Say it's a dungeon.
It's a
Come
jail.
on, tell them tell them.
jail.
Come on.
You don't want to go.
No, you don't. It smells like piss. It smells like shit. The food is non-consumer, right? It's horrible, right? But if we could get together a little bit and talk about an alternative for the torture cuffs, you would find so many people don't hate you. You would find, because the moment you say you're detained, dude, imagine putting this guy's arms behind his back. How many of you guys would it take? It would take like, if he wanted to fight,
If I wanted to fight.
but even if you didn't want to fight, you're gonna need 2 pair. And then remember, they're not supposed to be comfortable.
I mean, anything behind your back is gonna be uncomfortable.
Dude, you even get me in a chicken wing too long and I'm doing jujitsu. Dude, you gotta get my arm out of here. I'm in severe fucking pain right now, you know, but if you guys want, you can shoot me an email on Delete Lawz from the cop card. That's my channel. You're on it right now. You guys are on Delete Lawz right now on the channel, and you'll be able to watch this back. And then if you shoot me an email, I'm trying to build a bridge to change torture cuffs. That's what really. I'm totally transparent. I have been a motherfucker in the past, right? I'm trying not to be now, but I want to build a bridge to get rid of torture cuffs and to professionalize First Amendment auditing.
There are a few crazy professional ones. I think it's San Joaquin.
San Joaquin Valley Transparency,
Long Island.
Long Island Audit.
Guys, it doesn't, I mean, cops come out being dicks and again, straight professional, level-headed.
Yeah. No, they're both fantastic auditors.
I think I've watched almost every single one of theirs just because,
Yeah.
again, it's not like, you know.
F you, pig.
Yeah, straight into the
Oh, I did it. I started off 5 years ago. I can't take it back, but you can see the character arc. You know what I mean? I'm not going to delete it. I did that. But I think the whole industry has to be professionalized because when I came on 5 years ago, there wasn't as many auditing channels. Now there's thousands and thousands and thousands. I think it needs to be professionalized, and we have to give a press pass to every First Amendment auditor, and then there has to be a system to bail them out of jail, which I've created, but I'm just here in Tulsa right now. And when I get back to LA, my website's now done. I have a website that bails you out of jail. Yeah. And guess where I figured out how to put it together? In jail. In jail. Oh, I maximized my time. Maximized, because I'm stuck there, bro. And you served, so you know what the jail is. They're on top of you in jail. Guards are on, I mean, we had a missing top of a water bottle one time. Missing top of a water bottle. They strip searched the entire room, dude.
You gotta do the job, man.
Oh, but that water bottle's so dangerous. And then when I said to the guard, I said, you didn't find the water bottle top. He said, this is about integrity. I said, you're in a room with 75 people in jail, bro. Integrity is you're giving me rat food and telling me it's good for me. You know what I mean? You won't even eat it yourself. They give you extra plates and you pass.
I don't know. I just eat it for the extra protein.
Yeah, you look like you eat an extra protein, dog. You look like you eat an extra protein. All right, will you shoot me an email?
Yeah.
It's my pleasure.
It's good seeing you again, man.
My pleasure, dude. Keep watching my videos. I really appreciate it. My pleasure, sir.
Nice meeting you.
My pleasure.
Me out too, man. I'm the ripple effect.
Oh, there's the ripple effect.
Nice to meet you guys.
I'm gonna jump in. Is there any area that is restricted that you don't want me to walk around to? Everything's marked. Okay. And is there any?
And if you pass it, somebody get on the radio.
Oh, they're gonna come after me. You're gonna chicken wick me, put me in the torture cuffs, and they say they're not supposed to be comfortable. Is that what's gonna happen? You ain't supposed to be comfortable. First Amendment auditors, rabbit punch, rabbit punch, rabbit punch, right?
Just for the YouTube tab.
Yeah. Listen, I get millions of views to hit me. Oh no, help me.
Everything's marked. So.
They were gonna kick my ass, but the camera was on. You see the difference? I was gonna get my ass kicked, but the camera saved me. Violent thug. No, I mean, most of the cops I cover are absolute fucking pigs. You know, most of the cops that I actually put on camera, that I put on video, they're beating someone, they're torturing them, they're slamming their head into the ground. So we see it. I gave a guy an example earlier, right? I said, guy steals a purse, punches a woman in the stomach, right? Runs down, cop grabs him, takes him down. Another cop jumps on top of him, right? He stole this woman's purse. He punched her in the stomach. Two cops are holding him down. Third cop runs in, punches him in the face for pain compliance. Who's the bad guy? The cop. Who's really the bad guy? The guy who stole the purse. But your policy, procedure, and protocol made you the bad guy. You didn't sign up to be the bad guy. You signed up to help people, apparently, right? That's right. That's the line, isn't it? Okay, I just want to make sure that's okay. Make sure that's true. All right. So you signed up to help people, but as soon as you go to pain compliance, when two guys are holding down somebody else, the guy who stole the purse is no longer the bad guy. You are, because of your policy, procedure, and protocol.
Well, it's also more and more cops are going away from jiu-jitsu and, wrestling background. I mean, it's not that they're going away from it, but they just don't have it.
They don't have it.
You know, so for me, I don't feel the need to punch anybody. I don't have to.
You know wrestling and jiu-jitsu?
I've wrestled my whole life.
Oh, me too, bro.
Wrestled in the U.S. Open, so like.
Oh, dude, me
I
too.
know if I come in contact with someone,
I didn't qualify for U.S. Open. I didn't make it.
well, mine was master class A. So.
Oh, that's okay. But you made a master class? Dude, I wrestle constantly. I've wrestled since I was 7.
But when I go hands-on with someone, I know what I need to do to get whatever muscle, manipulate whatever muscle and control them.
Right.
Not just, hang on for dear life.
I see cops who will go over the top instead of wrist rolling like this. I'm just dumbfounded. I'm like, you're behind him, you're under his armpits. You're gonna remove your hand from under his armpits and reach around? That's the worst. You stay under the armpits and wrist roll. Radio, everybody. Radio. Shh. We're gonna get thrown in the hole. Shh. I was just about to turn the heat on, boys. I was about to turn up the heat. So this is a First Amendment audit of the Tulsa Sheriffs. I believe it's the Tulsa Sheriff's Department here. I saved the hardest thugs for the last. You guys are the killers of this place, right? Oh. You guys are not the killers? There'll be a pat down later, and we will be checking you for a drop gun and drop knife and drop drugs. You don't have a drop gun on you? No drop gun? No drop drugs? No. All right.
Do you know what a drop gun is? No.
You know what a drop gun is? You know what a drop gun is.
A drop gun?
You've heard what a drop gun is.
Actually, I haven't.
So a drop gun is a very popular term, and the first place I heard it was in the Mullen Commission, 1994. That's where a cop will carry an extra gun to drop, called a drop gun.
Oh.
You've heard of that before, right? A couple cops have them.
Well, I don't know if that's happening here.
Any colleagues?
Well, I don't know.
Thank you.
I hope not.
Thank you for your time, officer.
Actually, can I get a card?
Yeah, I got a card. Yeah, you're going to be on my YouTube channel. Oh, thank you. This is a non-driver cop card. Those are the 6 steps you follow if the cops pull you over. Don't get caught. You're still black without the uniform.
Yeah.
Okay. The channel name's on there, okay? Sure, bud.
He said he watches your stuff.
Oh, he watches the channel? A couple of these guys did.
He's already subscribed.
Oh, is he? That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. What are
So-
you upstairs?
We can walk up there with stairs, though. I don't want to go in the elevator. Stairways. Stairway down right there. Stairway up, maybe over here. That's up as well, sir? So we are in the Tulsa Police Department here. I believe it's the Tulsa Sheriff's Department. Let me see what it says here. The same place the Tulsa District Attorney's supervision is. Thanks for coming to my First Amendment audit. I appreciate it. Everybody double tap the screen if you would. There's only 300 likes in here and 60,000 people have been through this live stream. So double tap on the screen for me real quick. Double tap on the screen. If you want to support a First Amendment auditor, then go to my website and get a pair of these cop cards or a trifold. Go to my website, delete Lawz. It's right here, delete Lawz, the same name of the video, and get a go. Hopefully, let me see, am I back now? Let me see. Are we back? Okay, are we back? Sorry about it. It just died on me here. It just died on me, huh? Sorry about that, you guys. Apologize there. We got the ripple effect in the house. So I was seeing if you guys could double tap on that screen for me real quick. Double tap, double tap.
Okay, you're back. Yeah, he's back.
Double tap. Let me know if we cut out again. In the middle of an audit here. We're in the middle of an audit and the video just cut right out. That was crazy. This is the whole, oh, this is the civil division of the Tulsa PD. How are you, ladies? Good. I came here to film some cops. This is a First Amendment audit. I'm not filming you guys because I don't film the ladies behind the glass. It's not how I roll. That's not how I roll.
I'm glad.
I mean, I can. It's my right, but I don't want to do it. You know.
I'm not ready for glamour shots.
Yeah.
And
No, I just.
and all of that.
Yeah. I mean, some people walk up and they put their camera right on the glass to get you pissed off, to get the cops pissed off. But I don't want to do that. I don't typically film the ladies behind the counter unless you're horrible to me. And then I'm like, check out this horrible chick over here.
Really nice.
Yeah.
I was telling them I filed a subpoena here yesterday, and I told them, I said, they're really kind people up there.
There's a cop. What's going on, officer? How you doing?
Not much, how are you guys doing?
I was just interviewing cops about the Tulsa Police Department, and I just wanted to know how long you worked here and if you enjoy this police department.
We're not allowed to give interviews.
It's not an interview, just a question.
Well, it is.
Oh, I said interview, didn't I?
Yep, you
I
did.
shouldn't have said
That's
interview.
right.
And this is a restricted area? Okay, I was trying to get back there. I guess I can't say the word interview. I just wanted to know, because, I've heard Tulsa PD, the few bad apples, the few bad apples outshine the stars around here. That's just what I hear. I'm from California. I don't really know. You guys would have to inform me, Do the stars outshine the few bad apples, or do the bad apples outshine the stars?
Now, I don't know nothing. It's bad boys, bad boys.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Boy, that's all the only song you know. All right, we got court operations over here. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, just so you guys know, I don't typically record the ladies or the gentlemen behind the glass unless they're mean and rude. And these ladies are nothing but sweet. So thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Are we back? We are back. We're rolling again. What's up, Playboy? What's going on, Playboy? You guys, make sure you get over to DeleteLawz.com. Get a trifold. Get it in your car. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a trifold in your car. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a cop card in your wallet. Go to my website, DeleteLawz.com. I'm actually going to change my website. I'm going to stop shipping priority, and I'm going to ship just regular mail, $2 per trifold, and then you take responsibility. If you give me the wrong address, it's on you, man. I'm not doing it again. Well, I'll ship it again. Yeah, you guys get over to DeleteLawz.com and grab a trifold and a pair of cop cards. Cop cards look like this. They're just like a credit card where you can invoke your Fifth Amendment right, and it's on camera. Here are the steps right here, and I think that's 4, 5, and 6, and this is 1, 2, 3. All right. What's going on, Captain? I could have more money. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
How is it working for Tulsa County Sheriffs?
It's great. It's not bad.
Because I was telling the ladies in the clerk's office, on video, the few bad apples are really kind of outshining the stars of the police here, and I was just wondering how do you saw it? You see the stars are outshining the few bad apples, or the few bad? Right. If you get rid of those few bad apples, then you know what I'm saying, Deputy? It's like that sometimes, right? It's like that. I didn't want to bug you if you don't want to talk, though. Got you, Captain. Got you. Okie doke. Hey, thanks for the super chat. I didn't see who sent that, but I appreciate that. Dakota Wolf, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. So,
Yeah, he's very knowledgeable in a lot of things.
so you're 19. Are you going to become a full-time copper?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. Remember, torture cuffs are always torture. The handcuffs, you put them on as nice as you want. You can say, I went to the academy. I put them on the same for everybody. This is what we hear as a First Amendment auditor. And let me tell you something, torture cuffs are always torture. There's never a time you put someone in cuffs that they're not in pain. And don't get me wrong, I got arrested one time in Ohio, but I'm kind of known on the internet, so they put them on the front and they put them on like they were like bracelets, and it wouldn't hurt me at all. But that was the only time in my whole life I've been put in cuffs that it didn't like hurt. So if you're 19, you become a copper when you're 21, 22, remember, every time you put those on somebody, ooh, you cuffing people up? No. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. You guys can watch the channel you're on. It's called Delete Lawz. You guys are welcome. Delete Lawz. All right? All right, God bless. You sure don't want to do anything else? You want to become a copper no matter what?
I kind of want to become a homicide detective.
A homicide detective. All right. That's a little better than being a street cop.
Yeah, it's way better.
Way better. Way better.
Weird, but. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those TV shows formed our opinion through the years that, there's only a few bad apples, but those few bad apples really kind of can spoil the bunch. So, if you want to become a homicide detective because you've seen it on TV and you love it, I understand that. Just remember, when you put someone in cuffs, it hurts. It hurts. So if you become a copper, you remember torture cuffs are always torture. Torture cuffs are. Someone put that in the chat for me. Torture cuffs are always torture. Always. Never a time I've been put in cuffs that didn't hurt so bad. And sometimes it leaves gouges and rips you open, stuff like that.
Or bruises.
Or bruises and bone bruises, these deep bone bruises that. One time a cop put me in cuffs, side of the road for no reason, just put me in cuffs. So tight that that happened at 11:30 at night. I was up next day till 8:30 again, 24 hours. I couldn't sleep, so I was so mad. The cop had put me in cuffs. So it was like, I just want to let you guys know. You know what I mean? Thanks for your time. Appreciate you. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Are we going to go to the next place? Yeah. All right. Let's go to the next one. Thanks for your time.
All right, guys.
Beautiful Tulsa, Oklahoma. I don't know if you'd call it beautiful. I would call it, watch out, I'd call it hot and humid. So this was an audit of the Tulsa Sheriff's Department. Stay tuned. I got a couple more audits coming today. There's a couple places I got to stop by to run camera on. So I'll be running camera today in a couple places live. Looking forward to this. It's gonna be a good time. Can't wait. Just a little bit more to go. Oh, I didn't read any of the comments. I'm so sorry. A couple shout outs to my people. Do me a favor, if you're a member of Team DLZ, put it in the chat. Team DLZ. Team DLZ. Put it in the chat for me real quick. SWE Observer, Team DLZ. Jim is here. Tahlequah. Yeah, I like Tahlequah. Wouldn't mind going by there. Good to see you, Sally Stanley. Team DLZ. What's the matter, you? Nice to see you, man. Good to see you, Rancho Relaxo. Kurt is Team DLZ all the way. What's going on, Kurt? How you doing, buddy? What is going on? Sally again. Tyrant Hunter, Team DLZ. You know, there's other channels you're going to like better. DLZ said to Dad, what's going on? What's going on, gentlemen? Is there a problem? Can I check your pockets? What do you guys got going on? How busy is it here in Tulsa? Oh, you got something going? Okay. Thanks for your time. You know, I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but some of the people in the chat don't know who I am. I am a full-time civil rights activist, and that's all I do. We now have a website done that I'm not working on because I'm here in Tulsa that bails people out of jail the moment they get arrested. I conjured the entire thing up in jail. And now there's a website, it'll be out next week. It's done now. I'm in Tulsa and I can't work on it because it's in LA. We have a website coming out for all First Amendment auditors, for anybody who films cops. If you have a legitimate and reasonable fear of going to jail, I have a website coming out that bails you out of jail the moment you get arrested. You don't got to call your family. You don't got to phone home. We get you out of jail. Yeah, it's done. So when I get back to LA, I'll put that together and I will launch that website. So yeah, this is a very real thing that I've been working on. You guys do me a favor, double tap on the screen, hit the like button, just double tap, hit your finger like this, just tap on your phone screen and that hits the like button for me. I would really appreciate it, thank you. So I've read a couple comments and people have said something. Listen, I'm a full-time civil rights activist. This is what I do for a living. I sell literature, a trifold, and cop cards to help people if they get pulled over and go to jail. When I was in jail last year for 4 months, I realized that First Amendment auditors are going to jail for simply not having a press pass or credentials. And also there's no system to bail First Amendment auditors out of jail. So I would like to film this on a static, not live, but because the threat of always going to jail, with the new website I have coming out, you won't have to run live. You can just do your audit and then bring it home. And if you get arrested during the process, we'll pinpoint your location and bail you out of jail the same day. Yeah, it's real. It's very real. It's very real. I think I'm making a difference now. I think I'm making a big difference right now. Oh yeah. I think that my case being overturned on appeal in Nevada, that obstruction is a physical act, it changed the whole game for First Amendment auditors in the state of Nevada, because it reverberated through the country that in Nevada, throughout the entire state of Nevada, that you can't arrest First Amendment auditors unless they actually physically, willingly hinder, delay, or obstruct you. So I think, whoever said that, I think I'm making a difference right now. That's what I think. That's what I think. I'm not wearing any SPF anything. Yep, I still got a warrant in Ohio for peacefully protesting. That's true. I'm working on that now. My funds come from audience members. Feel free, drop a super chat, brother. Someone said, get your cray. He said, I'm not sure where your funds come from. I make a little bit of money from AdSense revenue on YouTube, but then I make most of my money from people buying my trifolds and my cop cards on DeleteLawz.com with a Z. I don't sell them anywhere else. If you find my trifolds or cop cards anywhere else, I only sell them on my website, DeleteLawz.com with a Z. That's how I make money. And then that helps you, because then you have a cop card or a trifold in your car. So there it is. Thanks, Pepe. Appreciate that, man. So that's where my funds are coming from. People, and when I do a live stream, sometimes I'll tell people, hey, send me a super chat so I can make some money, right? I have to do it, because this is what you do as a civil rights activist. You have to crowdfund money, or you're not gonna be able to be a civil rights activist. You're gonna have to go work at Subway. Ha! Which I did in college. Which I absolutely did in college, 100,000%. JBTP, Jackboot Thug Pig. Ricky Ricardo started it. Put it in the comment section. JBTP, Jackboot Thug Pig. Put it in the comment section. Only 600 likes and 100,000 people have come through this live stream, and only 600 likes. You guys got to double tap. Mikey B is here. Raw Weber, what's going on, Raw Weber? Jim Do It. Jennifer Hill's here. What's going on? Joe Kerr. Yep. Aw, poor Joe. Joe, I thought we could be better friends, man. I'm so sorry about that. Thanks, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Calvin with the super chat. Yeah, Calvin. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Right on. Right on. Right on, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You're a weird guy, dude. You're a weird dude. I mean, like, be gone. Like, you're a weird dude, man. You said some weird shit. You know, I mean, the moderators don't really time people out and block them. I do once in a while. If you are an aholio, like that guy was an aholio. You were an aholio, brother, and we don't stop. Put it in the comment section. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. All right, listen, I got to jump in a car and I got to go do another audit right now. So pay attention, because I will be here later. And so, like, this kind of stuff right here. So you see that right there? This is a Sprinter van, right? There should be no such thing as cop cars. It should all be Sprinter vans. But the back of it shouldn't have a bench with chains in it. There should be a padded room in the back. That's what should happen. Oh yeah, OZD put a super chat in. He said, do you think ICE is a more corrupt version of cops? So listen, first and foremost, let me just say, I'm not pro illegal immigration. I'm not like, for illegal immigration. That's not my stance at all whatsoever. I do have friends in LA who are illegal immigrants, and they do nothing wrong but do their job. Do I think ICE is a more corrupt version of cops? Yes. ICE is a perverted secret police where they can arrest anybody. There's no badge numbers. There's no station number. There's no due process, and people are being sent off to Gitmo and to Venezuela and to El Salvador, and I'm against that. I'm not pro illegal immigration. So many people were like, oh, he's for illegal immigration. No, I'm not at all. But at the same time, if you're going to put you in a dungeon, you should get due process of law. If they're going to put you in a dungeon, if they're just going to drop you back off in Mexico or Guatemala or wherever you're from, then fine. But if they're going to put you in a cage, then you should get due process. 100%. You should definitely get due process. I could remind you of Drew Carey, but I'm fit as a fiddle, and Drew Carey was not. So, yeah. Oh, you're on the wrong page, brother. Let me send you to another page. There you go. I just booted you off my page, bro. Go to a page where you're going to like it. Thanks for coming by, though, dude. I appreciate it. All right, listen, I've got to do I got to do a couple more audits today. So stay tuned, stick around. Watch the channel. I may come on live again here in a few moments. There's another cop shop I got to go to do an audit here in Tulsa. So if you would, thanks for the super chats. I only saw 1 or 2 of them come through. Cope Dogged Dog. Hey, Cope Dog, the website's done, bro. The website's done that bails you out of jail. And the patent for the board game is not filed yet, but I almost have the patent for the board game finalized. So there's only 1 or 2 steps on the website that bails people out of jail and the board game. Only 1 or 2 steps to go, and then I can start to sell that bad chicken. So I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It has been like, it's been like watching molasses drip down a tree in 20 degrees below zero. The process of getting the website and the board game done have taken so long, and I'm so sorry, but if you want to do something good, it takes some time. I don't see Chevy. Chevy! Oh, Mike, thank you so much for putting that. I got a screenshot, Mike. There it is, Mike. You just helped my defamation case. So just so everybody knows, Mike put on here that he assaulted his ex-girlfriend and stalked her after she got a restraining order. Just so you know, those are lies, Mike. That's the reason I'm suing people for defamation, because that's not true, Mike. I've never been charged with domestic violence or battery or assault on anybody ever. So that's not true, Mike. You just made things up. But I appreciate it. I got a screenshot of it. For my lawsuits. Ah, Mike. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Right, DeJorn. That's exactly correct. But just so you guys know, you have to prove things. I sent him packing. I don't see Chevy, but I haven't been live in a few days, but now I'm back, so I'm gonna keep going live. Got the van ready to go. I see everyone, James Forrest. I'm struggling on a laptop. So Nicholas, thanks, dude. Perfect, dude. So all I do is I get a screenshot of that. You see that screenshot happen? So Nicholas, now I add that to my defamation lawsuit. You are helping me so much, dude. So just so you guys know, Nicholas wrote on here, imagine beating your wife. I've never been married, and I've never beat any woman ever. And then begging people for money on YouTube. Are you talking about cops? Because those things are not true for me, bro. But thank you, I appreciate it. Anybody else want to say things like that? It only helps my defamation lawsuit. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Now I'm suing several people. I'm suing people in California for defamation. I'm suing people in Massachusetts for defamation. I'm suing cops in Nevada. I'm suing judges in Nevada. I'm suing cops in Ohio. I have 5 active lawsuits right now. So if people make things up about me, then, and they actually have a channel that someone would listen to them, then I sue them. Yeah, I'm the way I am, man. That's the way it is. I'm not gonna stop. We don't stop. Put it in the comment section. We don't stop. All right, I'm coming up on 1 hour. I better get the flock out of here. I can sit and rap all day, but I appreciate those 2. There it is right there. Thank you so much, dude. Got it. Thank you so much, dude. You are nailing it. Thank you so much. Anybody else want to repeat defamation? I'll wait another minute. Let me sit down here. I'll wait another moment for any more defamation repeats, because the defamation repeats help me. The defamation repeats, when you repeat things that people said about me that are defamatory, I use them in court. That's funny. That's funny. Moderators, thank you so much for being you. I appreciate it. That is hilarious. Now, Clay, you did get me there. Can everybody see Clayborn's comment? Clayborn V 1.0. You got me there, Clay. Guilty. Guilty. You got me there, Clay. All right. Anyway, listen, I got to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I appreciate the support. For those of you guys who sent super chats, thank you. Go to the website, DeleteLawz.com. Get a trifold, get some cop cards. I'll see you guys on the next one. Team DLZ, love you guys. Later, Gators.